Just get it running, just Jim Dandy. And suddenly the steering ball joint gives out. Tie rod or something, whatever. My God. Finally get it running good and boom! Blow a tie rod. Uh-huh. Lovely, eh? Dad and Sheldon blew this off nicely. Now give her a wash. Tidy it up. Try to figure out if I'll wash the engine first. Give everything a good foamy rinse down and a wash. I like it. Oh, this hood might be shiny. Look at that. Oh, ooh, sexy. What is going on? Why are we in a cornfield spraying? Well, been rather dry, and there's some places that the corn where it was seeded later, the corn is just not growing. Like it started to grow, and then it just like done, dead, toast. So actually is another one where it's seeded later, but also where I sprayed it early. I didn't want to originally I didn't want to spray the corn ground early for burn off, just because, you know, if you spray 2 weeks, 3 weeks ahead of time, and then you don't get to it. Oh, there's a little bit of good corn there. You don't get to it, then you we're gonna shut some of these booms off, and you don't get to it, then like there's a line right there. So anyways, if you don't get to it, then the weeds come back, you gotta respray it again. It sucks. This case though, and in hindsight, should have just sprayed it all. This stuff where I sprayed early, like I just went and dumped whatever was left in the tank out. Well, guess what? Look at that. You can see that? There's corn. There's fragging corn. Where I didn't, where I sprayed it, did the burn off later, nothing. Well, there's something, but there's virtually nothing. Yeah. So now that we've started to get a little bit of moisture, that corn might make something. Started to get a bit of moisture. So we're gonna seed swath grazing or silage. Being this is in the pasture, it'll probably be swath grazing, I think. Yeah. Look at that, there's 100-foot width right there. Let's just go lock into that. Boom. Yeah, so hindsight, should have sprayed this all early, but didn't want to get too far ahead. Hindsight, should have sprayed it all and then just resprayed it if we came in late. Gotta watch this window from the hydraulic spill. Ooh, baby. Yeah, oh, pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. Ugh, yuck. Like no corn there. No corn. And the pasture, well, it's about kind of sort of kaput as well. The little shrub brush garbage, it's growing. I will let you go and I will actually try and finish spraying this. It's not a lot, thankfully. It's only like maybe 30 or 20 acres, something like that. So not too bad. Still sucks nonetheless. We'll take our lumps, keep going, get some moisture. We'll have a hell of a swath grazing out of it. Oh, there are hills here. Holy moly. Ugh. There's 100-foot width. Look at that. Also, I don't usually have this little amount of rain either. So that makes me feel a little better. There, this is actually not bad corn here. Spray these outside edges. Come in with not so bad. Good corn, not good corn. But this is still better than probably a lot of people's, so I won't complain. It could be worse if it was twice as bad. I'll never forget that. Oh, here we go. Look at this. Not so hot corn. So this is it's low here. So some of this, there's a good chance some of this was frost from the other night. Last week? Yeah, last week. Some of this could be frost, but you can see, like, there's not much for plants there anyways. Where we were spraying, you could see there's way more up there. So yeah, it's not worth just waiting to see what happens, because these are toast. Like, there's not much left. Like, if the Roundup doesn't really kill them, that'd be fine. Like, it probably will kill them. It should kill them. It should completely kill them. But if it doesn't, not a big deal, because they're not very competitive. Seed the swath grazing into it, it'd be fine. More what I'm going for is dandelions, alfalfa, grass of whatever grass, millet that is, cockle, nettle, wild oats, cockle, grass, all that stuff. That's what I'm going for. Corn, I could care less if the corn actually dies, which it should, because it's open pollinated conventional. Look at that. Aside from like fading, that being said, where oil spills there, not as faded so bad. Needs a wax, I guess. Look at that, it's shiny. Hey, chicken. Look at that. This is dirty. They took the boards that were here, took them off. But other than that, we'll forget about that. Look at this. It's actually not as faded as the side, because it took that, really worked it with a pressure washer. Woo. Even the cabs vacuumed. Windows are clean. Holy, silage season's ready. And we took the roller off for now. So we have no canola swath this year, or peas. So having it bouncing around all the time is kind of, yeah. Service time. Drip, drip. Let nose drip out while I change the oil in the gearbox right there. Synthetic axle oil, 75.90 Spirax. If anyone wants to sponsor oil for the farm, let me know. Right now the leaders are Shell and UFA. And Shell and UFA kind of work hand in glove. It's kind of like all the same oil sort of thing. Do the good stuff. Ideally, it changes every year. I think this has been 3 years. And the amount of custom work we're doing and driving, definitely need to change it more often. Full. Empty. Now, there was a couple half jugs in there. But we used a fair bit of gear oil today. Fresh juices, fresh fluids. I gotta grease the rear axle, grease the header stuff, and put the new filters in the air box. This thing is ready to rock. A little bit of a rain shower, and it's Sunday, and I'm trying not to work. I'm trying to relax. So let's come look at the silage here. It's kind of had a little bit of rain. That cloud's leaving. There's more rain in the forecast. Silage is kind of crap. It's short, headed out, no moisture. Pull out of this approach. Gonna head back to the farm, maybe do a little spraying, rinse the sprayer out, do some piddly ass stuff. And I look down. I do believe this is the dust cap. It is white that fell off the neighbor's fertilizer spreader. We were spreading fertilizer on his field, and it popped off right there as I was pulling out of the gate. It is a good day. It is a good Sunday. Look at that. I don't have to get a cap. What a mess. What a mess. Oh. Anyways, that's not the issue. The issue is we found our dust cap. Holy moly. Yeah. It's a good day. This barley. Whew. Oh, there's a wild oat. There's a canola plant. And a wheat plant. Wow. This barley be almost ready for pre-harvest if we were pre-harvesting. Like it's like hard dough. Be like a week away from pre-harvest, which means be like almost a week away from swathing. Wow. Whew. Harvest is coming in a hurry, and a week from now they're forecasting like potentially almost 2 inches of rain. Come on, let's quickly get this stuff combined so we can get some fall crop seeded in it. A beautiful Monday morning to rotate some grain. Finally sucked that bin out. The last, almost a full truckload actually, of barley. It is tough barley, so put it in that bin. Hopefully there's enough to cover the rocket so that we can dry her down and haul it off before we get combining. Because that's honestly, oats are gonna. Well, good thing we had it tarped. We're probably a good chance we're gonna be not the greatest barley, but it's not too bad. It is tough though. It needs to be dried. Because there's probably a good chance we'll be starting either barley or triticale in like, we could possibly be swathing it like this weekend, some of it. Which is crazy. Wild. This needs a new tarp 1 year as well. Some year. I got the Genesis on the auger since it's kind of the only tractor that's running and is unhooked from stuff. Was only on the mix mill. I think we got a bearing that needs to be changed on this auger before harvest. And we got to put the hopper on the other. Got a hopper to put on the other one. On the Secundiac. And if we get around to it, got to switch the Televair off the Farm King. And put the swing back on it so we could have 3 augers. Oh, that'd be wild. 3 friggin' swing augers. Woo! Be ballin'. You can definitely tell it's tough. Very. It's a good day. All right, crank her up. Mm-hmm. Oh. Had the wrong one hooked up there. My goodness. Someone needs to cut the grass around here. You know, want to volunteer to come cut some grass. I'll supply water, beer maybe. We got some decent airflow. Whew, that's good. You can feel the moisture. See the dust. Let that go for a while. Day or two. Take it out. It'd dry a little better if there was like 2 truckloads in there. But that's still pretty good. Then we'll take it out, rotate it back through once or twice, and hopefully it'll be dry. Let's go rake some green feed. See what this thing can do. See if we can scrape her off the ground. There's some nice oats here. Woo! Look at that big swath we're leaving. That rain definitely didn't help dry this out, so it buffing it up, roll her into a big roll. That'll catch the wind a little better. And the bottoms of them, whoop, the bottoms underneath where there's a little bit of peas that aren't dry, this should help dry those out too, a bit. And here's where there's like nothing growing, where I did my rant and rave TED talk about all this compaction and whatnot. That's right there. Like there's like not hardly worth like raking. There's that, well, there's actually something there, but like not worth cutting, honestly. But you're here, so we're gonna cut it. And once these bales get moved off, and maybe we'll bring that chisel plow in and see if we can't wreak a little havoc and rip some stuff up. Get the big horsepower, smoke and dust and dirt rolling. I don't get what's going on here. Like that was the frost. This corn froze the night of the 15th.
That was what? Almost 2 weeks ago. But then there's corn that survived. And it's like, did it freeze again? Like last night or the night before? Because this whole field is cooked. Like yesterday, I was in this field up there in the wherever, and it was green. And you can see right there, it's green up on the hill. You see kind of slightly different green there. The rest of this, like, did it freeze last night or the night before again? Because this canola, this corn is burnt. Burnt. Like, what in the ever living? Like, this whole side from up there, you can see it's greener. This whole stuff right up to the edge of the field. You can see the corn up on the higher ground. Up there is green. All of this stuff, like as we get up the hill we're climbing, it's a little less. Like this, like it's like burnt to a crisp. I didn't think it got even close to freezing the last 2 nights. Mind you, this morning, at like 10 o'clock, it was 7 degrees. Yeah, look at this. Here we go, perfect. Top burnt. Farther you go down, this leaf isn't. Right there. Like that's toast. What's it like? Wow. Another frost. This time the end of July. Like, what else would do that? Holy moly. And this is, you can smell. Yeah, you can smell. What? I need a beer. No drinking. Like beautiful corn. Beautiful corn. And you can smell like give this a week, I guess. And if it keeps dying, I guess we're going to spray it out and seed swath grazing to it, I guess. We're not going to complain. But man, this would have been froze 2 weeks ago. The odd tops and then way down there. But like this is, it's not, okay, it's not as bad. Way up there, but that's it. Wow, this is nuts. You can smell it slowly getting a little better as you go this way. That's it. Wow. And it doesn't taper off that way. You can see up on that ridge where it's higher, kind of follows the elevation right there. Jeez. some of these, I guess, the bottoms are like this right here. That one's good. But that one's not. What the Sam is freaking wild.